Hello Pokemon fans, this is ProPokeNoob back today to bring you another battle. It will be a standard OU match against a person by the name of Devil Twin C. But before I get started, just a quick note. I don't know if it's on my end or if it's on YouTube's end, but for some reason I am having technical difficulties being able to to reply to comments on videos. I don't know if other people are having this problem. Obviously, some people aren't, because I can see people replying to other comments, to other people's comments. But if I don't reply to any comments that you guys put up on the next few videos, just be aware that I'm having some weird thing. Like, originally, the like, dislike, and reply button were all invisible, and now I can see the like and dislike button, but I can't see the reply, and if I try to highlight, it shows that there's a button there that's supposed to be in the same spot as reply, but it won't let me click it, and it doesn't do anything. So, I don't know what the heck's going on there, but hopefully they get resolved soon in case any of you guys try to, comment on my videos, which, of course, I encourage, because conversation in a community is always fantastic, and I like hearing from you guys anyway. So, regardless, we got more OU, got the same team, gonna be sticking with this team for a very long time, even though I will tell you right now, the rain is more important to Tornadus than it is to Mega Swampert. Mega Swampert has done next to nothing for me. I'm telling you that right now. But no one needs to know that when I'm battling them, and especially this guy didn't need to know that. So, looking at my opponent's team, it's a very interesting composition, but I do see one thing that I could do, and that is Mega Swampert can put in a lot of work. A lot of work if I get rid of Rotom Wash. Punch holes through everything. So, in the ways it leads, I was trying to look at his Stealth Rockers, and the potential Stealth Rockers are Landorus, or Chansey, or Bisharp. The funny thing is, Bisharp's the most likely target of that, but he would be losing, if I remember correctly, Bisharp's, I don't remember if they have the 4-move syndrome, or if they go for, basically what was going through my mind is, if he goes for Stealth Rock with Bisharp, and I lead off with something fairly aggressive, he's going to lose a lot of pressure because he's going to lose the priority. So I figured, what if I lead with Scarf Breloom? If he expects the Focus Sash, he's most likely going to go for the attack, and maybe I can hit him with the Force Palm. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lead off with the Breloom as he leads off with Bisharp. So I'm like, okay, I can force him to either sack Bisharp because he thinks I'm going to be Sash and he's going to try and attack me, and I'm going to kill it. He ends up switching into Landorus, doesn't want to risk that. I go for the Force Palm on the off chance I can get a Paralysis. That'd be fantastic, again, because 30% is 30%. Now I'm just going to go into Politoed. The safest way to check to see what type of Landorus is going to be. It is a special Landorus with Sheer Force Life Orb. No big deal. He's going to go into Rotom Wash now, as I just end up going for the Scald. Again, don't need to worry about anything. I'm going to go into Clefable because I can tank everything from Rotom Wash, including the Burn, which is fantastic to have on me. I'd rather be burned than paralyzed, because as you guys saw in the last video, paralysis sucks on Magic Guard users. So, I'm going to go for Calm Mind. You're probably thinking, why are you setting up? Just because I wanted to check to see what he was going to do, and I know this next Hydro Pump or Volt Switch will do less damage, and I can just go for Soft Boiled anyways. Very nice scouting technique. I'm going to heal most of it off anyways. I don't need to worry about it. But I could stay in here. He's just going to go for the Volt Switch. I believe I end up going for the Moonblast as he switches into Bisharp, and I know why he did this. He was expecting me just to go for Soft Boiled again, but I had no reason. Well, I mean, it was kind of weird for him. It was an interesting prediction on his part, but he's going to end up putting Bisharp in a really bad position, because now I predict the Sucker Punch. I'm going to go for the Encore, and then from here I'm going to predict the Rotom Wash to come in, because that's his check to my Politoed, so I'm going to get a Toxic off on it. So that's a couple of good plays on my part. I got this thing crippled, and the idea is, well, the rain's down, but that's okay. I don't need Swampert right now. So what I can do is switch Politoed back in later, get the rain up, and then get Mega Swampert to punch holes through the entire team when Rotom Wash is dead. Anyways, he's going to go for the Volt Switch. Very nice play when I switch into my Clefable. So now what I'm going to do is actually sack my Politoed early. I didn't want anything else to really take hits from Bisharp, so I just let this thing die. I figure, okay, Mega Swampert can come in right now. I don't need to go for Protect. I'm just going to go straight for a hit as he ends up switching into Rotom Wash. And this is just a good way to check to see damage, because I don't do many damage calcs when I'm making teams and Team Builder and stuff like that. So it's a decent hit. It's okay. It's in the rain. You got base 150 attack. Can you do more damage, please? Like, honest to God. So You're probably thinking, why did I switch into Tornadus Therian? Well, I have Regenerator. I don't give a crap about Volt Switch. I could just go back into Mega Perk here. He ends up going for the Hydro Pump. That does a ton of damage to me, but that's okay because I threatened him with Earthquake. So he's going to switch into Bisharp. I end up going for Earthquake, and again, if it was that he switched into Rotom Wash, I'm not going to be doing a lot of damage to it anyway, so I just figured go for Earthquake, hit anything hard. And at this point, I realize I'm just going to get rid of Mega Swampert. Oh my god. As stupid as it sounds, I realize the rain's going to be running out soon. He still has Rotom Wash. What's the point in keeping Mega Swampert? It's not going to do anything for me. I could still win without Mega Swampert. Yeah. This thing doesn't do anything for me. It really doesn't do anything for me in battle. So I'm going to go into Landorus T, go for the U-turn, get a crit. Don't think that matter. I'm going to switch out into my Scarf Breloom, again having that advantage to be able to hit everything with a Spore or with hits. Thank God I get 4 hits on this Bullet Seed. I did not know how much that was going to do, and if it didn't get 4 hits, this would have been a completely different battle. Trust me. He sends in Conkeldurr now. I'm going to go for Landorus T, and he's just going to go for the Ice Punch, which is a good move on his part. It's going to hit both, but he freezes me. That really blows. That really does blow, and it doesn't really matter. It just means I have one less switch, because Landorus T is not going to be able to take out the 3 Pokemon. It would be nice to have him, but it's not going to make a big deal. The big one is going to be between Clefable and Breloom. Trust me. So he's going to go for Ice Punch. I'm not sure why he went for that, but regardless, I can go for Moonblast, and he tanks that fairly poorly, actually, I'm going to say, because I don't have any special attack, and Conkeldurr, I think, is Assault Vest. So, knocks off the leftovers, though, which kind of sucks. Now he's going to go into Chansey. Now, the thing is, Breloom is required to take out all 3 of these guys. It really is. But what I can do here is I can actually go into my Tornadus T. And the cool thing about Tornadus T's Regenerator is I can come in, because I've been healing up nonstop. I took the Volt Switch, and now I'm going to take the Seismic Toss, and I can threaten him with the Superpower. He obviously knows I have Superpower because he switched in Conkeldurr. So he knows what a standard Tornadus T carries. And the cool thing is, if I go into Clefable again, he can't hurt me, because I know he's going to go for Mach Punch, and he can't risk that. He has to kill Tornadus T. But what I can do now is go for Soft Boiled, send Tornadus T back in, who got the Regenerator yet again. He goes for the Seismic Toss, not going to be able to kill me, and I get a free kill because I have Superpower. And Superpower hits everything, either for super effective or kills Conkeldurr. It's a free hit. We are in a very prime checkmate position, ladies and gentlemen. So now he's going to send in Greninja, and this was a very, very, very impressive play. He goes for Gunk Shot. Now you're probably thinking, why would he go for an inaccurate move to kill Tornadus T? He knows I have a Scarf Breloom because he saw me pick off his Landorus in front of his face. If I want to kill Greninja, what does a Breloom carry to hit Poison? Damn, that was I actually applauded the man for doing that, because that's a very, very smart play. So he is going to take me down with the Gunk Shot. If he missed, that would have sucked. But he is going to take me down with the Gunk Shot. So now what I have to do is I have to put in a different plan. I'm going to go to Breloom and go for the Spore. I think maybe because he thought I was Scarfed I wouldn't carry Spore. I carry Spore. So I'm going to put this thing to sleep. So the idea is what I have to do is he has to switch out because he can't risk staying in here, because I can switch into Clefable and go for Flamethrowers. Now, oh my god, I'm stupid. I was supposed to do damage calcs before I recorded this. Oopsies! Anyways, so he's going to switch out now, and you'll see why I wanted to do damage calcs. He's going to switch into his Chansey now. I'm just going to end up going for the Flamethrower. Just because... I'll do it on the screen. What the hell? I'll do it on the screen. So anyways, I'm going to go for Calm Mind. The reason why I go for Calm Mind is just because I'm trying to figure out how to do this at the time, and it made more sense. Because all I have to do now, he has Aromatherapy, and I'm thinking, okay, so he woke up Greninja. But if you realize, Protean wore off. So what I can do is actually switch in to my Breloom next turn, because he looks like he doesn't have... He wouldn't be going for Thunder Wave anyways, because I'm burnt. So what I can do now, if he has Thunder Wave, I'm pretty sure he does, but he never went for it, is I'm going to go to Breloom, as he ends up going for the Seismic Toss, and looking at the damage, he needs 2 more, but I can 2-hit KO this thing with a Force Palm, and at the same time, I'm going to be faster than his Greninja, and it's going to be a Water Dark type, which means I can kill it with Force Palm because that thing's not going to be able to take a Technician boosted Force Palm. So, that's a checkmate. That's a good game. Good game, Devil Twin C. Comment, rate, and subscribe, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this battle. Now, the reason why I wanted to do damage calcs was because I had to show something to you, and it related to him related to him switching Greninja. So, we're actually going to do that right now. Let's hope that this will show up. Nothing incriminating, right? Fantastic, fantastic. How are we doing here? 1 second, just gotta, oh, wonderful. That's not gonna look good. Okay, so, we're gonna... Yes, damage calculation. Hello. How does this look? Horrendous. Okay, so... Oh, man. Improvisation, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still getting used to OBS, so please don't bash me. Don't bash me on this. So... I'm going to take a Clefable. Take a Clefable, say I'm going to take a Greninja. So, the reason why I want to show you this is because I'm running Flamethrower. You're most likely not going to be able to see this. Let me just, yeah, you're not seeing what I'm doing. I'm putting in Flamethrower into the calculation because I want to show you why I think the switch out from Greninja was a weird play. Flamethrower... If you can... Yeah, you can actually see. There you go. Flamethrower versus Greninja, I believe. For special attack, Clefable, yeah. So, the thing about Greninja... Yeah, it's not the bulkiest Pokemon. But Clefable is not the most damaging Pokemon either. Technically, what he could have done... Yep. What he could have done was he could have stayed in with Greninja... And this is all the damage I'm doing with Flamethrower. Because I can't hit it with Moonblast since he's a poison type. So I have to go for Flamethrower. So if he had stayed in, what I would have had to do is I would have to switch into Clefable. Right? Go for Flamethrower. Figure that damage out because I was going for Flamethrower, right? And then switch back into Breloom, which means he would have had 2 potential turns to wake up on. And I would have had to go for Rock Tomb. Now, if you look at Breloom... As we are about to do, offensive, but I was not adamant. I am jolly. In this battle, I'm jolly. I changed that up. Rock Tomb. I changed that up in future battles because adamant's just, like, I was missing a lot of potential to hit KOs. So, that's what I'm doing. So, basically, he had 3 turns. He would have had 3 turns to wake up on. So if he had not stayed asleep for 4 to 5 turns, he would have won. So the switch was a little strange for Devil Twin C. That's why I wanted to show you those calculations on the screen and make it look a little bit more professional, not blabber after the battle, like 3 minutes after the battle. But that's just to show you guys, like, even though Greninja is not the bulkiest Pokemon, he's up against a Chansey and a Scarf Breloom. That's the risk with running that type of thing. But regardless, and then on top of that, oh my god, on top of that, if he had killed Clefable with a Gunk Shot, I would have had to go for Rock Tomb with Breloom. And you have any idea how long that would have taken to kill a Chansey with Eviolite with Rock Tomb as opposed to Force Palm? Especially when I'm jolly, he would have won that battle. So, just to let you guys know, that's the type of situation that it didn't go through, but it could have gone through. Also notice he didn't get the Rocks up, which allowed Tornadus T to do a lot of work. Regardless, that was a lot of blabbering. That was a lot of professionalism that I hope looked professional and not just looked like, hey, ProPokeNoob, you done goofed. You should have did this beforehand. It made it look a lot better and should have redid the recording. No, it's late. I'm not redoing the recording. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Have an excellent day, and peace.